By the way, I heard from somebody who was upset that Notre Dame won't let Purdue bring.
Hi, Mr. Coleman. How are you?
Yes, if you're the
Doing fine, Mr. Harbin. How are you?
I am doing well, sir. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Glad to hear that.
Entryways, they look pretty big.
I don't know if you and I have had the pleasure of actually meeting. Have we actually met?
I don't, with the COVID stuff, I doubt it, not face to face.
Okay.
This stuff has been going on for, I'm back out there, but it's not every day. And so,
Right.
For the last, almost, 20 months or so,
Hmm.
there's a lot of folks I've met online, but I've not met face to face.
Okay. Well, we certainly are going to have to correct that at some point in time.
Yeah, we need to fix that problem. I agree.
How's everything going?
Every day's an adventure, and I know people are tired of hearing me saying that, but it is.
Yeah.
It really is. We're about to move into a new headquarters, still on the west side because that's what we deal with. But we're going to be located in the industrial park between Cicero and Pulaski, off of Chicago Avenue. South of Chicago Avenue.
Really?
Yeah. We had been, I was prior to we establishing West Side Forward, I was the CEO of Bethel New Life. And we had been operating in the Bethel facility, which is a nice facility, but it's a senior housing facility for the most part. And we have needed a more distinct economic development place to operate out of. So that's happening. Looks like a week from today is
Really?
our possession date, October 1st. So
really?
Yeah.
And the actual location is going to be, you said, south of Chicago Avenue?
Yeah, 4100 West Ferdinand is the actual address. It's
4100 West Ferdinand. Okay.
Ferdinand is you wouldn't know it because
No. I grew up on the west side. Ferdinand is like 2 blocks north, not even 2, a block north of Lake Street.
You got it.
Yeah,
that's where it's at. And so we're a block west of Pulaski.
Okay.
40, and think about it, that's that industrial park. That's where we're going to be.
All right, very nice, very nice. Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
Thank you for those slides too, by the way, my brother. I appreciate that.
Hello, Corey. How you doing?
So, and you work pretty closely, Mr. Coleman, with Kristen Freeman.
Not really.
No? Okay.
No, not really.
Maybe I'm confusing. I thought she worked with West Side Forward or Project Forward. Maybe.
Yeah, there's all kinds of names that are familiar, but no, Kristen Freeman does not. She really doesn't ring a bell. So.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'm confusing what her organization is with something else.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we have to correct this. If you and I haven't met, let's make sure we correct that.
Yeah, we need to do that face to face. So I look forward to it.
Hey guys. Hey, Javon.
Hey, Jim.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
You got a new addition to your family, as I recall.
Yes, I do.
How's it going?
It is it is going quite well. She is doing everything she's supposed to do: sleep, eat, and keep us up at night.
Okay. Well, congratulations, my brother.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
He's making me feel old because I'm about to send my grandson off to college. So he's in the senior year of high school. So time flies, but
yeah. And Javon is just getting started. Is that your first, Javon, or no?
It is my first. I am just getting started. So I'm
congratulations.
I'm new to the club. Thank you.
Yeah.
Antonia, how are you?
I am doing great. And I must chime in because my grandchildren are due here in about 2 hours. So excited.
Well, we're going to make this quick for you, okay? All right. I see Ernest is on the call now. Malcolm, glad you got a chance to join as well. We're going to give it a few minutes, guys, before we get started. But I got a chance to get out earlier today, and it's a pretty nice day outside today compared to what we had the last couple of days.
He hasn't stopped. I don't know how Antonia is doing this, but she must have a twin because I just saw her about 5 minutes ago at a meeting.
Well, you guys are on 10 right now because I know you guys got a big event happening tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the 5K is tomorrow. It's looking really good. We only wanted to have 400 because of we were trying to cut it in half, but we're already up to 500 and we're gonna cut it off because it's moving rather quickly. So
okay.
Yeah.
What time are you going to cut that off, Malcolm? I'm hoping to join.
Yeah, I think they said 7 o'clock. I think they said 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock, either 7 o'clock. There'll be no more online registration. Come on,
all right. I'll be sure to register before then.
All right. Well, sounds good. So everybody registers at the last minute.
I'm seeing a 0% chance of rain tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a spectacular day tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
So no excuses. I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna walk real fast. That's how I present that.
I was gonna ask you, do you actually run? Or are you just the organizer?
I used to, I have, but this time I'm not feeling it. I my stomach done got away from me. I saw Darnell.
That makes two of us, by the way.
Well, I was gonna say, welcome to the club.
I saw Darnell the other day. Darnell done shipped up and shaped up and and now I'm feeling bad.
That's impressive.
Well, Darnell's got that laugh like he might be part of the club too. I don't know.
Man, I got a lot of work to do. I'm just getting started. I'm like, no, I got at least 6-7 months. Oh my God, I got a long way to go.
Join the club.
Well, hey, that's wishful thinking for me. So.
Okay, I see Athena, good to see you. Caroline, good to see you. Ethan, and Darnell, I don't know if you guys, I don't have you on the agenda, but if you guys want to take some time when we wrap up, we don't have a lengthy agenda today. But if you want to take some time to tease out that video that we discussed, Ethan, I certainly can give you guys some time right near the end.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Earl, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you, Jim?
I'm well, sir.
Good to see you.
Well, Jim, this was AAA-BNA's monthly meeting today, like where you guys were before. So Athena and all of us, we just flew from one meeting into another meeting.
Okay.
Are you in person still, Malcolm?
What was that, Earl?
Is your meeting in person now?
Yeah, we did an in-person meeting. It was it's quite active.
No, that was a great meeting you guys had last month when the commissioner and I came out. That was absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you guys, I gotta say it again. The energy you guys have generated is just breathtaking. It really is.
I think it's the breakfast. We have come to the
the breakfast certainly helped.
That's what I was gonna say.
We had bacon, eggs, sausage, pancakes, grits. Yeah, you had it going on.
Can you do you have a running invite list, Malcolm, that you can send me?
Yeah.
So I don't have it. It's never on my calendar. I know we talked about it a number of times, and then when we saw each other a few weeks ago, you mentioned you guys are in person again. So
yeah, definitely will.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Ernest, I know you're on. I don't see has the alderman got a chance to join us or not? Can you tell? I'd like to give her at least another minute. I know she joined us for the run of show.
I don't see her.
You don't see
Yeah,
her?
I don't
Okay.
see her either.
Okay. Well, it's like 12:06. We can go ahead and get started. And if she joins, we certainly will give her an opportunity to speak to everyone and welcome us. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the September 24th Austin Roundtable. For those of you that don't know me, I am Jim Harbin. I'm a deputy commissioner here with the Department of Planning and Development, and happy to be hosting the roundtable for this great community. Our agenda today is not as robust as it has been over the course of the summer. I know there's a lot of activity happening in Austin this weekend, and there is literally us wrapping up some activity for the city that I'm going to update on later. But today, after going over a welcome and our brief overview of Invest South and West, I am going to be updating on our closeout on our applications for both NOF and SPIF, letting people know that there's time certainly to get into the SPIF program, and time is running out for the NOF program. Antonio Rupert, our artist in residence, will be updating us on the activity that her and her group have been conducting in Austin over the course of the last month. And then we will get a chance to hear from our corridor manager, Malcolm Crawford, and he's going to be providing updates on literally activities that are going to be happening, I believe later today, Malcolm, and certainly starting tomorrow morning with the 5K run. And then we're going to have Austin coming together, and Ethan and Darnell literally teasing out a wonderful video that has been put together regarding the Austin community. And then I will make sure that everyone is aware of the next roundtable date. I know this month was a little confusing given that I was traveling, and we usually meet the third Friday of every month. This month, just because of scheduling, we pushed it back to the fourth Friday, but we're going to be getting back to our regular cadence. So as we get going, I always like to do a quick reminder for those who may be new to the call that, our focus has been on an initiative through the mayor's office called Invest South and West, where we literally are targeting 10 communities on the west and south sides of Chicago. The initiative is, I hear people ask all the time, what is Invest South and West? And honestly, I'm hearing it less and less now because I think people are starting to get it. What this initiative is all about is literally aiming resources in communities that have historically not received them, period. And Austin is a classic example of what that looks like when it's intentional, but we're also doing it in 9 other community areas that are experiencing the same level of insight in terms of, the impact one has when one decides to invest in these communities. And so I couldn't be happier to be doing this work at this particular time. We have community agreements as we get going. Please mute yourself during the presentation, obviously. State your name when speaking. You can use the Zoom Q&A, but I think we got a group here that is more than respectful with each other, and we certainly can have some open questions. There's an opportunity to raise your hand if you feel more comfortable to do so. As you know, all questions and ideas are valid, and we respect them all. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. The Small Business Improvement Fund, which is a grant program designed to help small businesses. Just a quick reminder, today is the 24th. That particular open application period for the Austin community is going to close out next week. So if you know of any business, if you have a business, if you're intending to put something together for this application, you still have time to do so. But I wanted to make sure that this group had a reminder that window is slowly closing, and this is the opportunity to go ahead and get your application in. As you recall, the grant program had been tweaked this year. It used to allow for only $100,000 for commercial, renovation. We have bumped it up to 150, and we have bumped it up for industrial projects, which pretty much is not relevant for this corridor, but I think it's still important to note that for industrial renovations, it is up to $250,000. And it is up to $250,000 for commercial property owners who have multiple sites. You can get up to $250,000 for your particular building. So again, here's the information. It closes out on September 30th. Many of you guys know the players here in terms of Mary O'Connor and Nora Curry, who managed the program for the department. There's also information here from Summer Corps with Sylvia and Kim Brisky. Myself and Ernest Bellamy is on the call. Many of you guys have our numbers. There's more than enough people to reach out to in order to connect, to get any question you have regarding this program. And I strongly encourage you all to take advantage of that if you're interested. Subsequently, the Neighborhood Opportunity Fund grant program, which has been open for 6 weeks now, actually closes today. But given that we're having our roundtable at noon, that literally leaves about 4.5 hours if you're still working on the application to get it through the door. I will say this, and I think, you know, people across the city are starting to better understand this. You know, we don't encourage people to rush and get an application in for the sake of putting an application into the program. What we encourage is for people to take the time in order to put together quality applications so that their applications bubble to the top. So as a result of this door closing today at 5 p.m., I just want to make sure I signal to everybody here on the call that we're going to be opening up the application period again next year in February. So what you don't have ready, or what your colleagues don't have ready in terms of an application, a solid application, they have time to get ready for that very, very shortly. And again, the contact information is the same, you know, NOF Chicago. If you Google that, you're going to land on the page where the application is. And again, I'm going to echo that myself, Ernest, our corridor manager, Malcolm Crawford, you can reach out to any one of us in order to get any additional information regarding the program. Before I move on, are there any questions regarding the SPIF program or the NOF program? Okay. Okay, well, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on. Antonia, it was good to see you here on the call. And when you're ready, I'll let you take it from here.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Jim. You know what, guys? First of all, this is an awesome time to be in the Austin community right now. I want to just highlight a few things that have happened in the past few weeks. And it's not alone. I'm not here by myself. We've had a lot of artist participation. We've had volunteers. We've had sponsorship. And so it's been just a good experience. And we see the fruits of our labor in the Austin Art Showcase. And so it kicked off just 2 weeks ago on the 12th of September, alongside of the Soul City Blues event. And you know, if you have not had a chance to check out the artwork, and let me just backtrack and explain what's happening. The artwork is in the local businesses on Chicago Avenue between Austin and Cicero. And so this is an opportunity for our local artists, our residents to just shine. And that's what we have been showcasing. And so if you haven't had a chance to get out there, tomorrow at the 5K, you have another opportunity, you know, to see it. So you can go ahead to the next slide. And so we have some of our business owners out there, and you can see from the image on the left exactly how the presentation is. And so some of our businesses include LeMay's Creation, Gone Again Travel and Tours, L&E Vienna, Sankofa, Chicago Eat Sports Bar, and etc. And so we do have a link to the map if you wanted to see that. And also in your swag bag tomorrow for the 5K, you should have a map, printed map of where the artwork is. I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you. And so I want to say thank you to our artists, which include Jesse Howard, Alt Space Chicago, Edwin the Artist, Brotherhood Photography, and other business owners. We also want to thank Invest Southwest, DCASE, AAA, B&A, and the Austin Chamber of Commerce. And I just want to share this. My mandate is to create opportunities for that little boy or that little girl to walk out of their home and see art that looks like them. And I believe this art showcase does just that. So I thank you for the opportunity. If there are any questions about anything, I'm here, and I'll drop my information in the chat. One other thing I want to say is that after this is over, the artwork is coming down from the businesses and it will go into our 3 libraries. Austin has 3 beautiful libraries, and the artwork will be a part of North Austin, West Chicago, and the Austin Branch Library up until through November. So I'm thankful for that. And that's it. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that. Are there any questions for Antonio? And by the way, that was a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Are there any questions? Okay, Antonio, again, thank you so much. Now we're going to actually get an update from our corridor manager. I know both Malcolm and Corey on the call. When you guys want to pick it up from here?
Sure. So Soul City updates. One of the things that we would like to tell you guys about, and we're so excited about working with D-Case and the Blues, the first annual Soul City Blues Festival. It was received really well. People were excited. Corey, if you can show those pictures, that's Representative LaShawn Ford dancing with an 89-year-old who came out, and really he was tired and soaking wet, but by the time he was done, because she danced and she danced and she danced in her community on Chicago Avenue. And then everybody who came out. So we were really excited. It was, like I say, received well, a lot of high energy on Chicago Avenue. Thank you. Okay, and then so the next slide is 15th District, which encompasses Chicago Avenue, has a new commander, Commander Andre Parham. And so we did we do it, we've done it for years. Historically, the community comes together and does a commander's breakfast. And so that was, as you see, that's just some of the people who came out, but there was way more that did actually come out. You see, we were socially distant. I don't know what happened on that picture, but we really enjoyed having him out. He's very engaged. He talked about being business friendly. He knows what's happening on Chicago Avenue. He wants to just continue to push forward with the efforts of our last Commander Wines. And so just excited to have this opportunity to work with him, and all of the community members and organizations who all came out just to welcome him to Chicago Avenue. And so this was exciting time. I think a lot of us was in the room when the Commissioner Maurice Cox came out last month and really just laid it out on so much energy, so much that's happening along the corridor. Well attended, high energy room, a lot of conversations about just talking about where we started and how we're steadily moving forward with development. $23 million in streetscape that's coming to Chicago Avenue. He also talked about the Laramie State Bank project. Well, actually, Athena was there to kind of talk about that, about the new Soul City Place project, and just a lot of the development that's coming to Chicago. It was good to have him there as well. And now, the starting lineup for your Austin community, our 5K. And if you see, we were all out there. So tomorrow is the Austin Power 5K. It's an opportunity for all of us to just come together, just have a great time. Some walkers, some runners, all participating along the corridor. What is very unique, and we're really excited about the Artists in Residence program. So now as you're running, you can look left and right and kind of see artwork as you're traveling up and down the route. And so that's just phenomenal. And so that will be tomorrow. Registration is still open. We're hoping that more people will register. We'll have the race staggered, have a lot of good a lot of good things going on, and that will be tomorrow at, I think we start moving around at 7, 8 o'clock. I think 8:30 we step off, and we're doing it in honor of breast cancer awareness. And we have learned a lot, and we continue to talk a lot about breast cancer awareness for women and men. And we've been really working with our men to spread the word about being tested for breast cancer. And so I believe that would be it far as everything, not everything, but it's just a small portion of some of the things that is happening along the Chicago Avenue corridor.
Thank you so much for that, Malcolm. You know, the interesting thing about this particular group is that mostly everybody is informed and well informed on this call. So I'm sure a lot of this is not necessarily news. But that said, are there any questions for Malcolm regarding any of the previous events or upcoming events for the corridor?
Just wanted to mention something real quick, Jim, if possible.
Sure.
So, hi, everybody. This is Vanessa Stokes, and I just wanted to share with everybody that alongside the 5K tomorrow, beginning at 9 a.m. at Pop Courts, we're going to have some movement exercises, and this is going to be sponsored by The Case. So we're going to have a DJ out there and someone doing yoga and line dancing until 11 a.m. So I just wanted to let folks know that when you're done doing the run or walk or whatever, or if you just want to come by and just do something a little different, we'll be at Pop Courts tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much, Vanessa. And by the way, it was great seeing you last night. Great job, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Are there any other questions or any other announcements? Darnell and Ethan, I know you guys are on the call. Ethan, did you want to, you know, we have a light agenda today, and you know, right now we're only at we're not even at 12:30. I don't know if you want to go ahead and just tease out the video. I would think that this group would find it very entertaining to see the video, and we certainly have time if that's within your wheelhouse.
Hello.
Actually, hey, Jim.
Yeah.
I actually did have a question for Malcolm.
Sure.
Just wanted to ask, in the past, I know that every 5K I've attended, usually have some type of special guest or something, some surprise. I was just curious if you had anything like that lined up for tomorrow.
Oh man, yes. So what we have is, let me find out what that car is. What is the car we have? A 1968 Stingray convertible. The 1960 Stingray convertible would be our pace car. We had a McLaren sports car last. This time we have a 1960 Stingray drop top convertible is going to be our pace car. That's going to take us around the 5K. So yeah, we were just going to pull it up, have it sit there in front of everybody and let them rev it up before we take off.
Wow. Oh man, that's cool. Okay, so I don't want to miss that.
So Darnell, did you guys want to tee up the video, or you know, or just let folks know where they can see it?
Yeah, I can speak for a second.
Okay.
That's okay. Am I able to share my screen?
Yeah, let me stop sharing real quick. Okay. You should have access to do it now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, perfect. And I won't be long, and I'll just show a little part of it. 1 second. Okay. So first, just to give some context for those who are a little less privy, as many of you know, Austin Forward Together plan, also referred to or also known as the Quality of Life Plan for Austin, is a vision and set of goals developed by the community around 7 issue areas, and those issue areas are community narrative, housing, public safety, economic development, youth empowerment, education, and civic engagement. And since being published back in 2018, there is a group of over 40 community stakeholders, as well as a number of implementation partners throughout the community who oversee and carry out the implementation of the plan. And every year since it being published, we have held a community summit to provide updates, report out on some of the updates around community development happening, so progress, as well as celebrating the successes. Now, due to the pandemic, we thought it was important to make a pivot and create a 15-minute documentary about about the successes and updates on the community about some wins as well as challenges we've faced. And so we worked with both Austin as the Mic, which is a youth-led podcasting initiative, kind of run in concert between Westside Health Authority and Build, as well as worked with Digify, a Black-owned production company in Chicago, to create a 15-minute video. And I believe the last time I checked, we were at 999 views, and would love for you all to share this video and to reach out to your friends, your family, especially Austin residents, so we can hit that 1,000 viewer benchmark, and honestly get way beyond that, because a neighborhood of 90,000 people, we want to make sure as many of those 90,000 residents are just privy to some of these efforts that are happening. And yeah, without further ado, unless there are any questions, I would love to just show just a little snippet of the video and encourage you to watch it on your own time as well.
Right before you press play, I know some of the Zoom controls are getting in the way of us seeing the screen clearly.
Oh, can you not see my screen at all?
We can, but I would presume the box to the right of your screen is showing kind of as a grayed out box for the rest of us, of like all of our heads. And you may have some Zoom controls at the top of your screen that's kind of blocking that. So you may want to try to minimize those.
Yeah, and Ernest, is that on our end? Because I appear to be the host. Is there something I can do on my end to correct that?
No, it's on Ethan's end since he's sharing his screen.
Okay, so what do I press?
You could probably close out that little, that box there that shows all our heads. Or
there.
You could close. Yeah, that's better. And then I don't know if you could get rid of that, but that'll probably stay. But go ahead and play the video. Okay. I think we have enough space where we'll be able to see.
Okay, great. And I'm just actually gonna, 1 second. So, thank you all for being patient with me. I'm just going to.
I think if you hide video panel at the top, that'll take care of that bar.
Okay. Okay, hide, okay.
Program.
Could you hear that at all there?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will put it on. There you go. I'll stop talking and play the video.
So their high school students just in and of itself have more access to opportunities in preparing them for career readiness, whatever path they choose.
We have had a lot of people ask us about what is Austin Has the Mic. A lot of people coming to us about what we doing here, what we represent, and what are we doing for Austin.
Austin Has the Mic is a youth-led media group with the intention of giving the mic back to Austin, giving the chance to the community to sort of bridge the gap between the negativity of social media and the actual day-to-day happenings.
I think it's amazing to have our youth really kind of tell the story of where they live and speak about it from their perspective.
We're going out and doing our best to let people have their stories be told.
I'm hoping that with Austin Has the Mic, that it gives people like not only tangible hope, but it is an actual like call to action to be like, you don't need to wait on anyone. If you are trying to better yourself, you're bettering your community.
Many of the economic drivers that have been missing in the past 10 to 15 years in the community of Austin now have the opportunity to return. Retail shopping, food shopping, entertainment, all of these are things that this community desires and can support.
Pop Courts is an outdoor event space that I and a group of folks are working on. There's this vacant lot and I wanted to activate it by putting some food trucks and vendors and things like that.
One of the upcoming projects that I'm most excited about is a project called the Aspire Center for Workforce Innovation. There's a elementary school called Emmett that was closed during the school closings. In the community, I think it has continued to do lasting damage psychologically to the residents because it represents the desolation. This is a project that is going to reimagine that intersection to something that goes from being depressing to something that is inspiring.
And that's all I'll tease you with. Sorry, I can't actually see my screen. I'm gonna stop sharing. And I encourage you, if you want to learn more about how the plan was developed and kind of all the various updates around various issue areas, as well as a sense of hope and encouragement around all this community work, then I encourage you to watch the full thing. It's a good 15 minutes and covers a lot of the great work happening in the community. And again, I think within the next couple minutes, we should have hit that 1,000 mark. So I'm very excited about that as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Ethan. I really appreciate seeing that. And I will circle back and certainly watch the whole film. I am very intrigued by, the momentum you guys have now with the Emmett School over there on Central and Madison. And I know, Darnell, you and I have been trying to get on each other's calendar for a while now. I think this is a great way for us to kind of have something to kind of sit down about it and kind of you catch me up to where you guys are on that. And, just so I can make sure something like that is certainly on my radar. So I look forward to that. Did anybody have any questions for Ethan, Darnell, and the team over at Austin coming together?
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment, and that's just one of encouragement. When I first saw it, I literally was blown away. And I've heard about the Austin Forward Plan. I mean, I've heard about the quality of life plan, but just seeing it visually like that and seeing some of the major players behind it, it was just inspiring. So I just want to say that.
Thank you. And we would love to talk to you about it and all the great things that you're doing on Chicago Avenue. I think there's a ton of alignment and opportunity to, just where all these things intersect to elevate it even more. So definitely open to having some conversations about that.
Would anybody else like to chime in, or are there any other questions? We, again, had a very, very light agenda today. And again, this group is tremendously well informed. So, a lot of this stuff is literally, I'm sure things most of you have heard already, but we still want to share. And we still hope that, new members to this group get a chance to fully understand that, as Malcolm put it, this train has left the tracks. We're moving in Austin. And so, again, just want to make sure if there's anybody else that wants to chime in before we begin to wrap up. Okay, well, I don't see where the alderman has joined. Go ahead.
Sorry, this is Liz. I just want to remind everybody that the neighborhood opportunity, I don't know if this has already been announced, I came out a little late, but the neighborhood opportunity fund application is due today. It doesn't say a time, so, just get it in today, and technically you have made the deadline. So just wanted everybody to know that there's a lot of money out there. I know there's a lot of projects. If you have any kind of construction or capital or renovation projects, like this is the window. Get your applications in. I'm working on mine right now.
Liz, we appreciate that. we led with that. You know, we want to make sure people knew that money was getting ready to close out today. And by the way, the time is 5 o'clock is when that deadline, when that clock goes off. So, but you are right to signal it again to make sure that doesn't get lost in this conversation. So I appreciate that.
Happens when I come in late. Sorry.
Jim, you need to hire. You need to contract Liz, man. She gave her an awesome public service announcement.
Yeah, she's hired. No, she's hired. She's in. That's good. Okay, well, listen, as always, this has always been a pleasure to work with this group. Malcolm, I will give you the honor, sir. I don't see the alderman on the call. Maybe you can just go ahead and close us out with a quick reminder about tomorrow, and then I'll wish everybody a great weekend afterwards. Okay.
Well, we just want to thank everybody for always what you do, and we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow, because we're going to need your help. Some of us cannot run. Some of us, like me, are going to walk really fast. So we need you guys to be out there to encourage us. Even if you have not signed up, please come out. Please be a part of this awesome event that happens in Austin. And thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Malcolm. So with that, listen, I wish everybody a great weekend. Be safe. And, you know, as I tell staff here at Department of Planning, be sure to play as hard as you work, because I know you guys are on it. All right, I'll see everybody next month. Matter of fact, I don't have the slide up. The next roundtable, I want to make sure it's up so everybody can see it. The next roundtable will be October, and it's not moving for some reason. That third Friday in October is October 15th. October 15th will be our next roundtable.
Our Chief Business Officer, the City of Chicago, who is from Austin, will be participating tomorrow.
Yes, I will. I will not be running, but I will be probably walking really fast alongside of Malcolm tomorrow. But looking forward to it. But just also want to give a huge kudos for all of the activations that are happening along Chicago Avenue. The Blues Fest was absolutely amazing. So kudos to the team for putting that together.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much. Darnell, you and I are going to need to connect soon. So I'll, be reaching out. As a matter of fact, I just realized I don't have a contact number for you, Darnell. So if you can either shoot me a number, shoot me an email, that would be helpful. And I gotta say this, I see someone on the call, Mary Bonhomme, whose role that I took when I came over here to the Department of Planning. She did not warn me about this role that I walked into, and I just want to say hello, Mary. If you're still out there. Okay.
Jim.
Yes.
I just thought about something, and I didn't want to put her on the spot, but Athena, I think I just saw there was a community engagement event recently. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday, right? At around the Laramie State Bank Bill. Didn't know if you wanted to share any just kind of like immediate reactions and things that you may have learned through that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend because I didn't find out about it in time, but.
Who said that? Did Darnell say that?
Yes, I did. Hello, Athena.
Sure, he didn't want to put me on the spot. He could have called me. He could have came.
I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I just felt like, hey, this is a great forum.
It was a wonderful meeting. We had approximately 46 people in attendance. Of that 46, about 38 were community residents from the area around the bank. Great response, great turnout, and more things to follow after that. I did speak with Ethan this morning. We are setting up our meeting with the
Austin Coming Together Quality of Life Plan participants. So look out for that to happen within the next 30 to 45 days. So the AUA team is on the move.
Nice, nice.
Okay. Anyone else before we call it a day? Okay.
Hi, this
thank you
is
guys.
Crystal Dyer.
Go ahead, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal, Gone Again Travel and Tours over at 5940 West Chicago Avenue. Every month we have the Chi-Town Soul Trolley, and the next trolley is October 16th. It leaves from the travel agency at 11:30 a.m. I just put it in the chat, and you can go to that link at blackheritage.tours to get tickets.
Okay, fantastic.
Awesome. Oh, I got one more announcement, Jim. I just wanted to give just remind everybody that in addition to getting out and getting fit and healthy with the 5K, that we're working with CDPH as well as AAA BNA to host vaccination tomorrow. It'll be available. Their team will be out tomorrow to make sure that we can get greater access for folks to get vaccinated. So, if you know anyone that hasn't been vaccinated, please let them know. Even if they're not coming out to the 5K to walk, run, that this is a step towards their good health. Is take advantage of getting that free vaccination that'll be provided tomorrow. And thanks again, Malcolm, for partnering and allowing us to set that up with the city.
And also, Loretta will be doing, we'll be setting up for people to mammograms. You can register, and then Loretta at a different time and location will be doing mammograms. So there'll be a lot. And thank you for bringing it up, Darnell. So there'll be a lot of opportunities to do more than just walk and run. So thank you.
Okay, thank you for that, guys. Anyone else?
Sit back, down, get down, get down.
Okay. All right, guys. Listen, everyone have a great weekend, and thank you again for joining. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Great day.
Have a good one.
There's a man overhead press when it come out. Hands on wide and right back in. Wide right back in, good. Bring it right back down. Make sure you squeeze it good. might get a book stop you be good. I don't know where.
Daughter, why can't I get the volume on here? On that Zoom console be on?